See, between coats, turn off the light, and if any little bugs are hanging out, they go to that little light there. We're back working with the waterborne paint again. What you're looking at here is coming from filtered air, clean filtered air, to a thrift store hair dryer. And the low speed's usually good enough. You don't want to go too fast. Bring some warm air out. And tumble over our problem here. A little air, a little warm air. Yep, I got a run on that panel right there. This is the Racebike we're looking at. I wanted to put some blue in here, but we heard them. No blue on the bottom. Let's check it on my edges. I noticed this one little run right here. There she is. And it's been, it's waterborne, so it takes a bit to fix. You cannot put water on waterborne to sand it. Just dry sand it. We're lucky this is a Racebike. I just knocked that down. We're lucky this is a Racebike and it's not really super critical. The bodywork is wavy and everything for black too. You know, race skins aren't very heavy enough to stay straight. I was hanging out. Thought I'd show you. Somebody asked me about that, bringing clean air in. If you bring in clean air to this, then it doesn't load up with dirt and spit out on your stuff. You got to bring in clean filtered air to the back of these things. And with waterborne paint, there's no explosion no matter what you do. Water doesn't explode. And again, we're working in a nice, tight, clean, small, easy to control the conditions in a smaller booth. This one's already got the blue on there. And we're at 85 degrees. Nice. So I'm gonna work this little run out. This guy's okay. He's on the Racebike. Just gonna work on that. Just try to knock these down flat and bring in some more bass. What happens around these things are aerodynamically designed to get you. When the air hits that, it swirls and loads it up sometimes. The whole idea about base coat, clear coat is so you can fix it. I'm just using the 400, and I got it rolled into that old shaven straight edge there. And we're gonna get this done tonight. I like the night shift. So this is the one downside of the waterborne that irks me the most, is repairing little things. It takes longer. A little heat, air movement, you know, it's still not a 10-minute ordeal like it would be with the solvent paint, especially DBU. That's the only run on there. Got a little nib right there too. I'm so picky. I get so picky. There's a little nib right there. Alright, back to taping. Back to taping. We're going to go do some taping. This is how you do it. You sit and stare at it for a while. Okay, I won't grab that little clip from when he was pointing at this. And I see how nice it would look if it was just a little bit on the inside. Problem with that is I'm going to do something to the other side. And the other side has the same chevron type body line right here.
We did talk about somehow highlighting this with blue. On this side here, look on this side, it would be super easy to do. Obviously, because you have this nice line here, you could tape it off, you know, and the inside here could be blue.
Yeah, I like that.
But I don't have a good way of doing that over here. When you look at it, it's like not quite as like cut.
It's a BMW or what is it?
So I mean, like if you wanted to, like, you know, we could
make the outsides blue. Oh,
like
yeah.
that. But see how it blends right into the bike. I don't know what to do about that. So if you wanted to maybe make it where it comes real sharp here.
Okay, we can play blue on the sides. Got you, Willie.
Whatever you come up with that looks good, that's easy.
So I'm gonna give it a little. I'm gonna give it that same. Actually, that follows what BMW's stripe usually comes up like this, and the emblem would go there if this was moved over here. So we're going to capture that same curve where it's fatter here than it is here. And then we can do that to the other side too. This is to sit around, stare at it part, and then try to just tape loose. I'm going to try to tape loose. I got a hole on each side over there. So I'll go on the front of the hole. On the front of the hole. Start on the front of that hole. And here goes the part where I mess up. If I'm not loose. So I really like this side. Happy with this side. I just want to get that little curve exactly the same. So I'm going to trace in and cut out exactly the edge of the, you know, that curve will be the same. And I can use it on the other side. A little chevron there. That's enough. I can see, I don't know if it'll show on camera, but I got a hard line right there to cut. Because I like that. I just got to get this. So I'm going to cut that and then flip it that way, and I'll have that perfect line. Flip it that way and turn it upside down or whatever. I'll have that angle. What fun race bikes can be. And then sit and look at it for a while, you know? Maybe straighten that. That's what I'm doing. It's gonna give them something. Usually they have a stripe come up here, same kind of big cone. Okay, so that's what we agreed on, right? This is just looking bigger. That's what we agreed on. When we agreed, whatever looks good. There it is. That looks good. Here we go. Always trigger the gun off the panel, okay? Back to taping. Sometimes kind of fun to edit videos. Now on the inside, I'm going to tape this off so that overspray won't come this way and get onto the paper that I'll have coming from the other side. Okay, okay. And again, I use these handy dandy stickers. And just one little push. I'll tape that right there. And we'll mask off this side. And then we'll black it. And then I'll have a YouTube to put up for tomorrow morning. Because I'm going to edit this stuff around a little bit, try to have some fun. Because that's what I just can't do it if it isn't fun. Any other good news? The other good news is I asked them to bring me this case. They gave me this case. And if I hadn't have seen this case, I would have painted the bottom half that color. And then when I saw this case, it doesn't get painted on the bottom, just got to do the top. It's that textured stuff. It's textured. You got to sand it with 180 and prime it. Or you get, here, look at the other guys. Let's pick it apart. See where someone came with a touch-up brush? See how they didn't really prep it right to the edge, right? It didn't show. I had to touch it up in there. Nasty. Alright. This video's probably getting long. Same textures on that shotgun. Video's getting long. I see it's drag you around with me all night, huh? I'll catch you when I'm clear coating.